અસમ જય જયકાર ગાઓ. મ્યુટ મત કરો.
Yeah.
અસમ જય જયકાર ગાઓ ના.
Okay. You start, please. I will follow.
ક્યું?
I will follow.
ઓકે. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
Dada Bhagwan Aptaputra Pulinanandji
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
Dada Bhagwan
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો.
Dada Bhagwan Aptaputra
દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. દાદા ભગવાનના અસીમ જય જયકાર હો. જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
ગુજરાતી કેવી રીતે મતલબ?
નમો વિતરાગાય,
નમો વિતરાગાય,
હંતાણમ,
વરિહંતાણમ,
નમો સિદ્ધાણમ,
નમો સિદ્ધાણમ,
સિદ્ધાણમ,
નમો આયરિયાણમ,
નમો આયરિયાણમ,
નમો વજ્રાય,
નમો ઉત્સાયાણમ,
નમો લોય સવ સાહુણમ,
નમો લોય સવ સાહુણમ,
એસો પંચન મુક્કારો,
એસો પંચન મુક્કારો,
પપાવપનાસણો,
સવ પાવપણાસણો,
પંચ સવે સેમ,
મંગલાસમ સર્વે સિમ,
પડમમ હવૈ મંગલમ.
પરમં હવૈ મંગલમ.
ઓમ નમો ભગવતે વાસુદેવાય.
ઓમ નમો ભગવતે વાસુદેવાય.
ઓમ નમઃ શિવાય.
ઓમ નમઃ શિવાય.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ.
જય સચ્ચિદાનંદ. Okay, Mahatmao, last time we left that we were going to look at our Chitt and see how our Chitt was wandering in our daily activities during the week. Any feedback?
Yes, regarding this Chit and Man which Aputras explained, I have some one little bit and I don't understand that, you said that the man will follow the chit. If the chit is focused, then the mind also is getting focused. But what I have read that in the parliamentary system, uh, means the intellect will decide for the chit. It can happen that the chit is saying different and the mind is saying different. So the intellect will decide, and then the ego will follow. So this is it is written in there. So I didn't have the reference here right now, but it is written. I have read it. So it is. You must also be knowing. So what is the thing? The mind, the chit. Necessarily the chit mind will not follow the chit. I understand. Sometimes it follows some conditions. It. I understand. So please explain more.
You see, this is a general philosophy Dada Bhagwan explained as to how the antaskarant is functioning. That it has 4 components: mind, intellect, chit, and ego. And this is how they generally work, in the sense that thoughts will erupt. I want to go from place A to place B. So I go by car, or I go by walking, or train, or whatever. And then the chit will show photographs of the respective situations. That train, there'll be so much of rush, there'll be so much of people, car will be more comfortable. But then the various factors will be there. One may be more costly car, things like that. So the intellect then decides based on the profit and loss basis, which will be more better. And then the ego only signs it. So this is the general speaking thing, that's the way it is. Then as far as mind and chit go, they may work separately also. That means the chit may be somewhere else, the mind may be somewhere else. It's possible. But generally speaking, what we say is that if we are able to align our thought process along with the chit, then it's good. Especially, when we are saying our charan vidhi, daily prayers, there if we read the letters, so the chit is present, the mind is also present, the speech is also present, we are saying it aloud, and that helps in focusing. That's this thing. So they are independent workers, and it's not necessarily the one follows the other. Essentially, he has tried to demarcate the functions of each element, that the mind only thoughts erupt in terms of adhyavasana or parmanus. Then buddhi shows the profit and loss, what is advantageous and what is disadvantageous. Chit gives the photographs or the visualization of that particular scenario. And intellect basically decides what to do, where it finds more advantageous, where it's more profitable to do. And ego is generally associated with the intellect. Whatever the intellect says, ego only endorses that. Like
so in the context of pain, the chit will follow the mind will follow the chit, but in other situation it may not.
It may not. No, even in pain, it is not that it is follow. We have to make it follow. In the last time satsang, where we said that if there is a pain in some part of the body, and Dada said, keep your palm over there, so that the chit and mind go over there. So chit we automatically will go because there is pain. But the mind we have to send over there. Mind, how do you send the mind? You say, okay, this is healing, this is healing, this is healing. Amati Revuche. So the mind is also focused, the chit also is there, and that enhances the blood flow over there, and the healing process is supported. So it does not go by default, it has to be sent. All 4 can work together. At times I found saying Charan Vidhi, speech is there, but mind is somewhere else, Chit is somewhere else. All three can be apart. But then we as observer,
it's not live
एक
yet. If
minute,
it is possible, you can make live.
all I'm saying is that although three are there, but we as an observer can immediately see, oh, the three are not in synchronism. They are all at wide apart. And then again, we bring it back and bring it to the present, whatever, say it's doing vidhi, or say it's reading, or say it's doing anything activity. And all the three can be focused back. So the Antaskaran can play its part. They could be apart. They can be synchronized together. And we as an observer can observe what's happening. That's the concept.
Yes,
Okay.
thank you.
Deepakanandji, you want to
It's
share
not
something?
It's not live on YouTube. If you can,
Yeah. Okay. Koshaban, let Deepakanandji share, then you can ask more questions.
Jai
No, he's saying it
Satchidanand.
on YouTube.
No, I was saying it is not live on YouTube. It is possible.
Oh,
It's
okay.
not live. It's not
I will
live.
check. I'll check. Okay. Okay, Deepakanandji.
Can I go ahead with it?
Yes.
Yeah, go ahead. Yeah. He says there's no live. That's what I'm checking. It says,
But can I go ahead?
yeah, it is there.
Now,
It is
now
there.
it is live. Yeah, now it is
Jai,
live.
That's what I'm checking.
Jai,
Okay, but
Jai
it's there.
Satchidanand.
Yes.
Jai Satchidanand. First of all, Dr. Kashyapji, I must appreciate your hard work. Okay.
Thanks.
That parliamentary system, what was revealed by Dada Bhagwan, is the finality of what happens, in the sense where your activity finally ends. Does that make some sense?
Yes, yes.
Okay, now let us analyze what we discussed and revealed, or rather justified last time. I am doing Kirtan Bhakti. So my physical body is present. So that is the finality, activity.
Yes.
Okay. I am reciting Kirtan Bhakti. So my speech is also in Kirtan Bhakti. Now the question of Chit and mind. Here Dada has revealed that depending upon where your Chit goes,
Yes.
your mind will follow. So he had said that yes, you are doing Kirtan Bhakti, meaning you are physically present, you are reciting, your speech is into Kirtan Bhakti. Now it's a question of mind. Wherever your Chit goes, your mind will follow. So imagine we are keeping, okay, I'm keeping my eyes open. And we have understood from the parliamentary system that the mind gets initiated by 5 sense information. Okay?
Yeah.
So let us say that I see something, I hear something, I feel something. These are the two things, or I scent something. I'm not eating at that time. And if I'm also eating, I have kept something in my mouth, then there is a question where my mind can get distracted. In the sense, if I am taking a lozenge, like say cold for my throat, and I have 3 types of cold remedy, and I'm doing Kirtan Bhakti. I am seated doing Kirtan Bhakti. But while tasting, because one of my sense is occupied, I have put in my mouth. And with the taste, I come to know that, oh, this was the wrong choice I made. So now what's going to happen? My mind has followed the taste. Now taste will refer to the picturized tablet which I took, and my mind will go there. Now do you understand? That physically I am doing Kirtan Bhakti,
Yeah.
I am reciting Kirtan Bhakti, but my mind is going here and there. Did you get this?
Can I ask one regarding the Kirtan Bhakti? Let me put one example. So let us say I'm
please.
Sitting in Kirtan Bhakti, and let me say that once something very urgent came. Thought came to me. I saw some. Let us say I saw some lady, and I seeing the lady. I remember, that thought came to me. I have to do this work. I have given some commitment. So this is the come in the mind because it is stimulated by seeing the lady, and then the chit will be chit is in the Kirtan Bhakti, but but seeing that
No. Your chit is not in Kirtan Bhakti. Your speech in Kirtan Bhakti, your physical body is in Kirtan Bhakti, because your chit will follow when you see that lady.
But before it was in Kirtan Bhakti. But
before,
now,
I'm not talking before. I'm talking now that you have seen the lady with that eyesight. It reminds you of something, and then your chit will be out of Kirtan Bhakti.
Yeah, so that it will be out of Kirtan Bhakti, but I bring it back, and
How?
I bring it back, that
How?
By visualizing the letters,
Perfect. Fine.
Yeah,
Perfect.
I put it on the letters, but then again, the thought comes that I have to go.
Correct.
Okay,
Correct.
I should go. But then the thought keeps coming, and so here what is happening is here that the chit is following the mind, because it is stimulated. The thought
Chit
is
always follows the mind, but then the initiating, triggering factor is the five sense for the mind.
or it can happen something that that it shows that this lady some bad photo regarding the work comes to me also. Okay,
Yes, that is the analysis, that is the judgment of your intellect.
No, for example, I have to go to,
I'm saying that will be the judgment of your intellect, that you disregard that triggering.
Can it not happen that I get a good thought but a bad photo of the thing,
Whatever the intellect decides, that's going to happen.
Like I say, someone said to me some nice thing, okay, but he did, but I see a bad picture also, at the same time. It can happen, no?
Correct. But finally, whatever the intellect decides, your ego is going to follow.
Yeah, so
in the sense, yeah, with all these things happening, if the intellect decides, no, I have to go and talk to that lady, then you will leave aside the Kirtan Bhakti, immediately you will get up and follow.
Yeah, so the intellect means that there can be, what I'm trying to say is that there can be situations where for some time at least, that the chit and mind are not in sync, okay. So later on, due to the intellect...
We are not saying that. Again, let us analyze. Whatever you have said, let us analyze.
Yes.
Your mind and chit oscillated. Yes. But finally, that chit part gave you the picture that this is the situation. And that's how the intellect endorsed that act, and you started. You got up. Do you understand that? It is not the question of mind following the chit, but this is how it happens. Once the intellect endorses your activity, your action will start. Ego follows the intellect's decision.
So in the case of pain also, it is the same, that we keep the hand, like Pulinanandji said, that we keep the hand, and that intel means, what I understand is that here in the pain context also, intellect is also, if my intellect is saying yes, this is helpful, that is why mind also is following it.
Correct, but let us reanalyze. I am doing Kirtan Bhakti and all of a sudden I am having colic, kidney, renal pain. So now my chit will go into that pain. My mind will follow, oh my God, why did it come now? Still, I am reciting, my body is still seated doing Kirtan Bhakti. But my chit has gone to the pain, and now mind starts raising thoughts. Okay. So my intellect says, at least put my hand on the kidney side. Maybe that will give me relief. So when this thing is happening, Kirtan Bhakti is going on, but I am not reading. Do you understand? My chit has got diverted into that pain.
Yeah. So they can
right?
get
And now once imagine that, okay, I got relief.
Yeah.
Then again I will switch over to reading the words Dada Bhagwan Aptaputra, and then definitely my mind will be into it.
Because your intellect
But again,
on that, you put the
now intellect doesn't make any picture. Intellect is for action.
Yeah, you're putting your hand.
I have already put my hand on my kidney, that part which was paining, and that's the end of it.
No, you putting your hand is initiated by the intellect, because of intellect said.
Yes.
That is why you
right.
put that. So
yes, but that job is over now. Once that action is over, intellect is job done.
Yeah. So the job is over. That also intellect is deciding, So
it's not a question of intellect. Intellect said, ego followed, my hand went on my kidney part, and now again I am focusing on Kirtan Bhakti.
Yeah, so here what I see is intellect also is in the background. Intellect is also.
Intellect is not important. It is important for any action to happen. What the purpose of revealing the parliamentary system or parliamentary act is how action takes place. How does your body do any action? The finality is decision maker is intellect, and once that intellect makes its decision, ego blindly follows. You understand?
Okay. Yeah. So okay, you can let other.
Our idea or our question started when we are doing Kirtan Bhakti, mind, speech, and body oneness. How does it get established? Then this is the procedure. Dada gave this method that you read the Kirtan Bhakti while you are reciting. Then your physical body is Kirtan Bhakti, you are reciting Kirtan Bhakti, but when your chit is reading the Kirtan Bhakti, your mind is also into it. Because mind finally follows the chit.
Yeah, because we can.
It is initiated by five senses.
Dadaji also said, I have listened,
triggered.
That he said that we can control the chit, This is a very important
Yes.
thing.
Yes. Yes.
We cannot control the mind, but we can control the chit.
If you control the chit, then the mind will follow.
Yes. I got. We can control the chit, We cannot control the mind, but we can directly, but we can control the chit directly.
In the sense, we cannot control the relative chit.
Yeah.
But we can see the perceptive power of our pure soul, we can focus that.
Yeah,
so the effect of the five sense suffering which gets initiated due to the relative chit gets nullified, because now I am perceiving my pain, the situations, instead of feeling the pain.
Yeah.
Okay?
But here, one thing I want to point out, that to see that, I want to see the letters that the intellect will also decide it. That is why we are saying, we decided, yes, I want to see that letter, I want to focus there.
Yes, once that intellect is free from that particular, I will say that a triggering part which got initiated because of the chit. You understand?
Yeah, yeah.
When that job is over, then it will again, now, okay, now everything is fine. Now focus on to watch the words.
Yes, yeah.
Right. Perfect.
Yeah. I will ask one more question, but after.
Pulinanandji, you want to
Yeah,
say?
Pulinanandji wants to say something. Pulinanandji?
Yeah, it's a nice, interesting discussion. Basically, just to summarize, Deepakanand was trying to emphasize how the mind, speech, and body can be aligned or should be in alignment with the example of Kirtan Bhakti. And Dr. Kashyap initiated the discussion of who follows whom, whether the mind follows the chit or chit follows the mind, and where is the intellect and things like that. So you see, Dr. Kashyap, both will take place. Sometimes the chit will follow the mind, sometimes the mind will follow the chit. The intellect will play a part and action will also take place. You are sitting and as you said, you saw some lady and you just remember, oh, I have to do this work. So you saw the lady, the sight was over there and the mind got triggered. Sometimes you are doing some work and thought erupts, hurry, that work is remaining. And the intellect then decides, I will do it now or I will do it after 10 minutes. So if it says I'll do it now, then the action, the ego comes over. The action takes place of physically getting up and doing that work. So it'll be both ways. Sometimes thoughts may come, this is good, yeah, that neighbor is always like that. Then the chit may start showing photographs of that neighbor. Oh, he or she is like that. So the chit can follow the mind can follow the chit, the intellect will also play its part, and whatever the intellect decides, the ego is always associated. So the action part of it, kriya part of it will follow based on the decision of the mind. I get up and do the work now. I get up and do the work after 10 minutes, whatever. So it's all there, and we are the observer. The prajna is the observer of what's happening inside. And as he rightly said, as Dada Bhagwan has also rightly said, is that first things happen in the antaskaran level, and then it follows in the bahayakaran level. That the intellect decides this, and then the actions follow. So generally, most things happen first inside. I get this man is very nasty with me. Thought comes, I agree, and then I retaliate. So many things first happen inside, and then it happens on the outside of bahayakaran. So this is just to put the discussion in perspective. We can move on to the next question. Jai Sachin.
Jai Sachin, before we go to Lalita, I just want to share some of my experiences too. Like, Pulinanandji, what you summarized, that's what really happens with me. That if there is any pending issues or pending things to be done, then, there are not too many in the family life because except going to groceries or going somewhere. But, I'm also associated with our association. I'm the president of it. So there are a lot of things going on. So there are a lot of pending things, a lot of things going on. So those kind of stuff, they come up in that various things what I'm doing. Okay. And then, like you said, I have to decide, tell the mind, hey, okay, let's wait for half an hour, 1 hour, whatever, and then go back to the things I was doing. Like, if I'm in satsang, and then it will pop out, oh, that thing is remaining, or that thing is remaining. So then I would just write it down, say, hey, this is things I need to take care of after satsang or whatever. So in this case, mine is triggering first all the issues that I need to do, and then the cheat goes to the subcontractor or whatever the work is going on or something. So this has been my experience this week. Any comment, Deepakanandji?
No, fine. That's true. See, the triggering part of mind is, primary. triggering is by five senses. Even if your chit is somewhere, but if any strong message comes from any of the senses, mind will react to that stimulus, and then chit is going to follow. And then once the chit picturizes the thing according to mind, then that's where the mind will go back and forth. You understand that?
Yeah. That's what's yeah.
It is
That's
very
okay.
interesting. It is very interesting.
It was nice to notice it all this week, what was really happening. Yeah, you're right. Pulinanandji, you want to comment?
Yeah.
Yeah, you see, this is one more dimension. Basically, what Deepakananda is trying to say is that the five senses are also a stimulant to activate the mind, basically. That some pain comes and then the mind gets activated, or I see something, or I eat something. So that is also one of the things. Sometimes mind is triggered on its own, also some thoughts come. It can work both ways. But one other dimension that Dada Bhagwan once mentioned was that mind is the controller of the five senses, and in the sense that you may feel like I want to see this, and but if you rein in the mind, then I will not see that. I want to do that. I want to go for a walk. The thought comes, but you rein in the mind, then the physical activity of the thought will not come. So mind is also considered as the chariot example. There are five horses, and the charioteer he holds the reins of the horses. So mind holds the reins of the horses also. So he has explained the functioning of the antaskarana from various viewpoints. Just one more dimension. Yes.
Jai Sachidanand, everybody. Jai Sachidanand, Pulinanandji and Deepakanandji. A long time ago I read that Dada said, I've given you everything about the Atma Sukh, yet the Ruchi is in worldly things, and we are not able to experience that bliss of the Atma. Can you elaborate on that Ruchi part, please?
Ruchi is interest, and interest is because of discharge moha. So we still have discharge moha. That is discharge because we have charged like that, I love movies, for example. I love movies. So now I have imposed the belief in my previous birth. There's a lot of happiness in movies. So that's why the thoughts of movies will come, my chit, intellect, everything. Let's see the movie, this thing, new movie, this director, this actor, whatever. So that is the ruchi part, the interest part. Is the discharge moha that we have brought. And so now it is going to play its part. It's going to play its part. That means play its part in a sense, at the appropriate time, it will come to action, in the sense it will come into effect. What was the cause? It will come into effect. And the Purusharth lies in overpowering that effect. That means the strength of that effect, the intensity of I want to see movie. And the intensity of today's Purusharth, no, let's remain in Atma. So it will be a tussle between two intensities, the discharge and the present Gnan's desire. And this is the tussle.
Does that apply to Chit also?
Yeah, everything.
Okay.
It is part of discharge. Ashuddha Chit. This Chit is Ashuddha. And that is nothing. The intensity of Gnan Darshan that we have brought, the discharge Gnan Darshan. The belief that I love this type of food. Then once that type of food comes, the mind is going to, race, wonderful, and blindly, intellect, action, everything will go and eat that pani puri or whatever that good food is. It can be pizza, American delicacy or whatever. So that is going to happen. So it basically, the ruchi is basically because we have brought a lot of discharge more, or heavy duty likes, if I may say, I like this, I like that. The worldly pleasures, in terms of pleasures of the five senses, then it worldly pleasures or happiness in terms of achievements, in terms of I want to be a doctor, I want to make more money or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
The worldly pleasures in terms of materialistic things, owning
Mm-hmm.
a car or a bungalow or
Mm-hmm.
whatever. Those intense desires are always there. That is discharge
Mm-hmm.
ichhas, that is discharge
Mm-hmm.
desires and discharge more. So it's basically, Dada says, I have given you infinite bliss of the pure soul,
Mm-hmm.
the independent bliss of the pure soul, in the sense that it is not dependent on situations or it is not dependent on the five senses,
Mm-hmm.
So, having given you uh, uh, Lord's seat, Bhagwan Pad Apyush, the
Mm-hmm.
Lord's seat, you are seated in the Lord, Paramatma seat, and you are still hankering for temporary materialistic things or sensory things. So that Bhagwan is just trying to highlight. See, I have given you something very great. So just keep that in mind, that you have a lot of happiness within you also.
Mm-hmm.
But being Akram Vignan, the
Mm-hmm.
discharge mode and all is still pending to be cleared. Na?
Mm-hmm.
So it is a matter of both will take place. Our desire to remain in soul will take place. At the same time, whatever we have charged by way of moha, likes, so those beliefs of happiness, that we have believed happiness to be in good clothes, to happiness in looking nice or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
So all those beliefs will also play their part, and this also will play a part. So remain cautious, that is remain alert, basically remain alert, jagrat raho, and let the discharge go out, let the discharge play its part, and do not get too much engrossed into it or entangled into it.
Mm-hmm.
Do not get tanmayakar into it. That is all Dada is saying. Dada is not scolding us why this is happening, because he knows, okay, it will happen because what is charged will definitely discharge, will play its
Mm-hmm.
part. So all he is giving us is a remedy, that when such discharge erupts, remain alert and manage the discharge. Manage the discharge in the sense, you have a thought to eat something. Say
No,
pani,
but this can
understand?
apply. What I'm asking is, this can apply. Like you're doing kirtan bhakti, your chitta is wandering. Is it because of that ruchi in worldly things that is wandering?
No, there are many factors that could be playing. Chitta
Mm-hmm.
going out could be because of many things. One thing is, you are physically too exhausted, so after some time you can't concentrate, or you are something else catches your fancy, so the chit has gone over there.
Okay.
Or sometimes, some disturbing event has taken place, and
Mm-hmm.
someone, you had a problem with someone, and then those thoughts might pop up during kirtan bhakti,
Mm-hmm.
and chit will back and
Mm-hmm.
forth over there,
Okay.
out and there.
Okay.
So there are various reasons for the chit to go out.
Okay.
Physical level pe, I've eaten something nasty and then I'm having a lot of gastric trouble, then also it's difficult to concentrate.
Mm-hmm.
So at the physical level, at the external event level, and then also at the, if everything is fine, then it also depends on your inner decision level, tomorrow nischay, that oh
Mm-hmm.
no, I want to do kirtan bhakti for 50 minutes with full attention and focus.
Mm-hmm.
That niche is not there. So after 10 minutes, it will wander, abhi chalo khatam karo, this way, that way. So there are various dimensions or reasons for chit wandering, say while doing kirtan
Okay.
or pratavidhi or whatever we do, samayik or reading, any of the pusharths, samayik, reading, whatever. There are
You
reasons.
know,
There are many triggering points for that.
uh, my business manager had a sign on her door which said, if you want to do something, you'll find a way. And if you don't, you'll find an excuse. And I feel that just applies to applying my chit to that. It's like
Yet,
if you're really wanting to do something, you'll find a way to do it. You give it your heart and soul, but otherwise, excuses pop up, like you said. You got
that
so many reasons.
True,
not
true,
to
true. That
finish
is,
the job. Hmm.
yeah, not to finish the job. Absolutely. So that's why they say where there is a will, there is a way.
Correct.
That's the local, I mean, the normal saying. And Dada
Hmm.
Bhagwan also says the same thing. Okay, reinforce your resolve, reinforce your resolution to do something. Nischay dhrad karo. Dada is saying.
Right.
That you are anyway doing that. Dada says that even for worldly matters, how you determine that I want to cook this dish, I want to finish this task, I want to go there, you do it because you are
Yes.
strongly resolved to do it. Same resolution you
Hmm.
also hold for your purusharths of say
Hmm.
Fayagna, of
Hmm.
other purusharths.
Hmm.
That is just make a strong resolution. Then whatever happens, leave it. But strong resolution, dृढ़ निश्चय तो करो.
Okay.
So then it aligns with what that manager written on the door. If you want to do it, you have reasons to do it, and if you don't want to do it, you have reasons not to do it.
Exactly.
Both
Exactly.
ways.
Hmm.
The intellect will justify both ways.
Right.
Okay. Yes.
Deepakanandji?
Hey, Chichidanand.
Jai
First of all,
Sachidanand.
you talked about that ruchi.
Mm.
That ruchi relates to the five sense belief in particular taste or particular aspect.
Hmm.
And because that inclination, very ruchi means very strong inclination to uh, relish
Hmm.
the particular five sense happiness.
Hmm.
When that is there, none of your decision, resolution is going to work. So that for that particular aspect of you relishing that particular five sense happiness, you have to investigate and show yourself that see this is the fatality of this particular sense gratification.
Hmm.
So when you show that, because it is bound by its past decision, due to which you have this particular inclination. But now, how can you get rid of it?
Hmm.
And it is said that because of this particular ruchi or strong inclination, you repeatedly go into that act.
Hmm.
So it's like your doctor has said, ice cream is bad for you, please don't take, but you have a special inclination towards ice cream. And whenever you are confronted, then you forget doctor's guidance and then you end up relishing the ice cream because
Hmm.
that strong inclination is there. But then once you analyze that this strong inclination is doing so much of loss to me, incurring so much of loss to me. So then, when that gets superseded, then that ruchi part will go away. And then, even if it is there right in front of you, you are confronted very strongly, still that decision will not be in favor of that inclination, that ruchi. You will stick on to your resolution. Do you understand that?
Yes, I do.
This is in particular any of the five sense gratification.
So your resolve will override the ruchi. Is that what you're saying?
Come again?
Your resolve will override your
Yes,
ruchi.
your resolve will work against your inclination. That is your specific ruchi. And Dada has said this ruchi is such a dangerous thing. It will make you fall into that activity again and again and again. But if that ruchi part, that inclination part is nullified by pure soul perception, showing you showing it the fatality of what is so good, what is so relishing in that particular sense gratification, then it will subside.
Okay. Yes.
Jai
Okay.
Satchidanand.
Jai Sachidanand. Thank you.
Kashyap bhai?
Yes, Sachidanand. I want to ask about one sutra. I will put that 1 minute.
Okay.
1096. મનને વશ કરવું એટલે ચોથ લોકના નાશ ને વશ કરવા જવું છે. To control the mind is like controlling the lord of 14 words. So I want to understand what is the meaning of Chor Lok Nath ne Vash Karva.
Deepakanandji?
What it means to control the lord of 14 words.
Okay, what it means, you can wander in any of these 14 lokas. 6 angels, 7 hell, and middle one is Madhyalok, middle. Do you understand?
Yes.
These are the 14 lokas wherein you can wander.
Yeah.
You understand that?
Yes.
Meaning, if you are under the potent influence of ignorance, then you will definitely wander in these 14 lokas, and the cause of that wandering is that mind. Because everyone experiences oneness with the mind. It is not possible to dissociate yourself from the mind. It is nobody's capacity to dissociate himself from the mind. But by the grace of an enlightened soul through his blessings, this separation, this dissociation is possible. And when one gets dissociated from mind, that's how he gets dissociated, got separated, and he can win over this wandering of these 14 lokas.
Yes.
Okay?
Yes. So now, what is not clear is that what is the 14 words I understand. What is the Lord of the 14 words? This explain.
Lord of the 14 lokas means you will succumb to any of these lokas wandering. Unless you win over your mind, you are likely to wander in any of these 14 lokas, in the sense these 14 lokas has win over you. You have not won the 14 lokas. But if you can control and get dissociated from your mind, then all the 14 lokas come under your control. In the sense, you have won over the 14 lokas. This wandering cart will stop. So you have become Lord of the 14 lokas.
What is the difference in saying controlling the 14 worlds and controlling the Lord of the 14 worlds?
In the sense, you have become the Lord of the 14 world.
Yeah, but the language is like that there is someone, that Chod Lok Nath. What is the Chod Lok Nath? Let us say there is no word control.
So it's like if you have won the 14 lokas, then you have won the Lord of the 14 lokas.
Okay, now I got what you are saying. That you're saying that the 14 means we become the Lord of the 14 lokas. That is what we have controlled. We have come to that state.
Achieved. You have accomplished that. Correct.
That is what I got what you are saying. Okay, thank you.
Pulinanandji, you want to say add anything?
Yeah, basically, although the words are like that, you have become the Lord of the 14 lokas if you have controlled the mind. So it is like controlling the Lord, or you have become the Lord. Same thing.
Okay.
You ceased wandering or taking birth in any of those 14 places.
Okay, I got. Yeah. Also, can I ask one more question?
Yeah, go ahead. No other questions. Go ahead.
Language is the mother of the mind. Opinion is the father of the mind, and language is mother of the mind. So please explain. This. You said that opinion is father of the mind. I can understand. What is the role of the language regarding the mind? I want to understand.
Pulinanandji?
So, see, what is saying is that whenever you express an opinion physically, that is in speech, so it will be obviously expressed in some language. So you see a flower, a nice rose flower, and you say, "Oh, what a nice flower!" So that is maybe in English, or you say, "Bahut acha gulab ka phool hai." So that is maybe in Hindi. So that opinion will be expressed in some language. So that is the part of the mind or the mother. That is the part of the mother. So the opinion father, the expression mother, that lays the seed of the causal mind, and then when the effect mind comes, the thought will come. The thought will come in the same language in which the opinion was expressed previously. So if I say a beautiful rose, the thought will come in English, beautiful rose. If I said itna acha gulab, then the thought will come in Hindi, itna acha gulab. So that's the role of the mother. That the
So
thought
thought
will
will
come
come
in the language in which the opinion was expressed.
So the thought will come in that particular language. That is what I understand. Correct?
Yes.
Okay.
It will come in the same language as the opinion was expressed.
That is, I got that.
Okay.
Yeah. And,
Okay.
yeah.
Go ahead. Keshav.
Yeah, and you, I have more questions also, but if someone wants to ask, then I will.
There's no other question. Oh,
Okay.
Deepakanandji still want to say something.
Yeah.
See, come on, I forgot what was the question?
The language is the mother of the mind.
Okay, got it. See, you are bound to get thoughts. When it is only at the mind level, then it is called Adhyavasan Samrambh.
Yes.
But when that thought get expressed in words, and that word will always be in any of the language. So the concealment of karma takes place when it gets expressed in words. That's why it is said the very word is the world. You understand?
Yeah.
And when once that that opinion get expressed in words, that endorsement take place, and then the nature will make it happen. That is called arambh. The second part is samarambh. The first part, just the thought, is samrambh. Do you understand?
Yeah.
So that's why Dada has put verbalized opinion is the father of mind, but without mother, conceivement cannot take place. So if mother is not there, opinion will just come and go. But when it get expressed, then that conceivement take place and a karma is charged. Jai Satchidanand.
Yes. Mother is also important. Mother is also important. Okay.
Okay.
Next.
Yes.
Yeah.
Okay. Kitiman.
Yeah. Okay. I will ask it. Yes.
Jai Satchidanand Deepakanandji, Pulinanandji,
Jai
Campus
Satchidanand.
Atmane. A question is, when you, like, sometimes when you say vidhi or prayers or anything, not verbally, but you close your eyes and the words doesn't come out. Is that you get the benefit when you say loudly, when your senses can hear you, when your chit just because sometimes it's happened that you do not say it loudly. how that, is there any difference if I don't verbalize loudly? Please, somebody. Sorry.
Well, what you verbalize loudly?
So when you do the charan vidhi or any, vidhi or any prayers.
See, the purpose of verbalizing it loudly is you are reciting and you are listening to your own words. So it enhances your focus on the charan vidhi. Understand that?
Right, but sometimes it doesn't, you want to do it, but sometimes it doesn't.
Yes, physically it is not possible. You are not well. You are not well. Then in that condition, you have to bear with whatever the consequences are, but then your attempt will be to focus on the words. You will try to read them.
So I read it inside, like my words, the voice doesn't come out, but I say it inside, like inside.
Yeah, you're saying inside. You try, right? You're right, and more of you are reading.
Yes.
Your focus is on the words.
Yeah. So do I get the benefit? Like, because
of course, the benefit is there. Okay, you're not, but you can say.
Yes.
You understand? So
yes.
the words are not coming out, but your lips are uttering those words.
It's inside. I'm literally saying inside.
Yes. Now it's like maybe your health doesn't support that. It's all possibilities are there, or people are sleeping around. Yeah. So and you cannot verbalize it. So then, like that you can do. Yes, you're right. Right.
So I still get the benefit of doing the vidhi or
of course
prayers.
Of course.
Because when I say
yes.
Simandar Swami, when I pray to Simandar Swami or Dada Bhagwan, I literally talk to my Chitt. Is like, one time Kaviraj told me how to do Namaskar Vidhi to Simandar Swami. He showed me Nau Angoni Puja, and when I do that, sometimes my voice doesn't, but internally, my Chitt is on each 9 angu per hoy, literally. So sometimes, I'm just completely into that. So, but my voice, I just don't, that's what do I get that benefits? Do I get the credit?
Until you use any of the mind, speech, body attribute, it is not finality.
Oh.
In the sense, do you have to say, oh, I am wife of Pradeep, I am wife of Pradeep, and you don't verbalize.
No.
But no, when you start living as wife of Pradeep, you understand?
Yes.
You don't need the words. Finally, that state will come. But when things really obstruct our state of getting connected to the pure soul, pure consciousness, then these mind, speech, body attributes, you can make use of them. You understand?
Yes.
So they are fine. Like, the question of Gat Sukumar. First he said that, okay, the one I got from Lord Deminath and I'm doing this. I'm pure soul, I'm separate from the body. But when the agony of pain reached its peak, words were also not there. He went into it and it ultimately ended in absoluteness. Keval Gyan. You understand? The final experience is beyond words. And that's going to happen. But until that doesn't happen, we have to use the handle of mind, speech, body. Jai Satchidanand.
Jason, you want to add anything to the Pulinanandji?
See, Kirti Ben,
Yes, Jai Satchidanand
one,
Pulinanandji.
one line answer to your question is, do you get the benefit? The answer is yes. Essentially, bhav ni कीमत है. So if you do it with full attention, bhav and attention, you get the benefit. But today, our mind, body, speech are not so pure. There are karmas which keep hampering. So we are not able to focus. Hence, Dada said, now you read the letters also, so that your chit doesn't wander and it is there in the Vidhi. Then he says, Dada, still it's not working. Then he says, speak aloud, so that your speech is also in your prayers. So these are tools designed so that you say it with proper focus and attention. If it's for some reason it's not allowed, but it is within, it is fine as long as you are in the present, or you're is where you're doing, and which you rightly said that you are able to visualize Simanda Swami and the Navangi Puja. So your chit is present, so you get the same and equal benefit.
Okay.
One line answer is
Very good. Yes.
Great,
these are reasons for
Deepakanandji, can you do 3 mantra, please?
Namo Vitragay.
Namo Vitragay.
Namo Arihantanam.
Namo
Namo
Arihantanam.
Arihantanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Siddhanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Ayariyanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Vasayanam.
Namo Loe Savasahanam.
Namo Loe Savasahanam.
Eso Panchana Mukharo.
Eso Panchana Mukharo.
Sawa Pava Pranasano.
Sabba Pava Pranasano.
Mangalanam Chasavesim.
Mangalanam cha Sabvesim.
Paramam Havai Mangalam.
Padamam Havai Mangalam.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namo Bhagavate Vasudevaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Om Namah Shivaya.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand, Pulinanandji Deepakanandji Mahatma.
Jai Satchidanand.
Jai Satchidanand.
Yes,
Jai
and everybody.
Satchidanand.
Please
Jai
continue,
Satchidanand.
please continue with
Pulinanandji,
the
Jai
chit,
Satchidanand.
observing the chit and your experience for next week, okay? Jai Satchidanand.
Yes, and everybody.